Alrighty people, welcome to a bit of afternoon news. It is 10 past 2 on Saturday the 20th of March 2021. And the first bit of news we have is this. Would you believe it? So this is actually news, a press release from the Commodities Futures Trading Commission. Release number 8369-21. Titled CFTC orders Coinbase Incorporated to pay $6.5 million for false, misleading, or inaccurate reporting and wash trading. Oh dear. Let's have a look at this then. So this was released just yesterday. Washington, D.C., the Commodities Futures Trading Commission today issued an order filing and settling charges against digital asset exchange operator Coinbase Incorporated, based in San Francisco, California, for reckless, false, misleading, or inaccurate reporting, as well as wash trading by a former employee on Coinbase's GDAX platform. The order requires Coinbase to pay a civil monetary penalty of $6.5 million and to cease and desist from any further violations of the Commodities Exchange Act or CFTC regulations as charged. False reporting, misleading, or inaccurate translation information undermines the integrity of the digital asset pricing. No shit, Sherlock. Said Acting Director of Enforcement Vincent McGonagle. This enforcement action sends the message that the Commission will act to safeguard the integrity and transparency of such information. Wow, they are going to have a mountain of information to get through with the amount of shit and corruption that is in this space. Well, to be honest with you, I mean, the corruption is effectively going to bring itself down because it does nothing. It's bullshit information. There is no value behind any of it. The whole thing will just implode under the weight of all this criminality. But it's the criminals that are doing the criminal activity. So they know that they are acting criminally and they are falsely representing this to innocent people. They are the people who are going to get hurt the most. The bad actors causing all this shit, they're going to be out as soon as the cracks start to appear, you know. And again, this is what I'm trying to educate people about. But as we've seen, shitcoin is shit for brains. Case background. So according to the order, between January 2015 and September 2018, Coinbase recklessly delivered false, misleading, or inaccurate reports concerning transactions in digital assets, including a Corecoin, on the GDAX electronic trading platform it operated during this period. Coinbase operated two automated trading platforms, Hedger and Replicator, which generated orders that at times matched with one another. The GDAX trading rules specifically disclosed that Coinbase was trading on GDAX, but failed to disclose that Coinbase was operating on more than one trading program and trading through multiple accounts. Naughty, naughty. See, this is why Satoshi Nakamoto designed Bitcoin as a single ledger, so we can see everything that's going on, so that it is transparent. Again, like multiple ledgers causes multiple pieces of shit. Everything needs to be on one because it is now the ledger that is neutral and distributed and decentralized. In addition, the order finds that while Hedger and a Replicator had independent purposes, in practice the programs matched orders with one another in certain trading pairs, resulting in trades between accounts owned by Coinbase. Coinbase included the information of these transactions on its website and provided that information to reporting services, either directly or through access to its website. Reporting firms such as Crypto Facilities Limited, which publishes the CME, that's the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, Corecoin Real-Time Index, and CoinMarketCap OpCo LLC, which posts such transactional information on its website, received access to Coinbase's transactional information via Coinbase's application programming interfaces, the API. While the New York Stock Exchange Corecoin Index received it directly in transmissions from Coinbase. According to the order, transactional information of this type is used by market participants for price discovery related to trading or owning digital assets, and potentially resulted in a perceived volume and level of liquidity of digital assets, including core coin, that was false, misleading, or inaccurate. The order also finds that over a 6-week period, August through September 2016, a former Coinbase employee used a manipulative or deceptive device by intentionally placing buy and sell orders in the Litecoin core coin trading pair on GDAX that matched each other as wash trades. This created the misleading appearance of liquidity and trading interest in Litecoin. Oh, see, look, I mean, that's how it started. Now we know. What a load of shit. Coinbase is therefore found to be vicariously liable as a principal for this employee's conduct. Yeah, indeed. I mean, they should have, taught him that Bitcoin is not for criminal activity, along with all the other shitcoiners that use it for criminal activity. The Division of Enforcement staff members responsible for this case are John J. Kramer, Bryant T. Hussier, Elizabeth N. Pedlington, whatever. But yeah, there we go. So now we know where Litecoin got its kick in the arse from. Stimulating interest through false figures. Would you believe it? Unfortunately, yes, I would. Dear oh dear. Anyway, that was quite interesting. So at least we know about Charlie Lee and how Corecoin got started. Another bit of news here, again quite interesting. It says a jury tells Apple to pay $308.5 million for patent infringement. Again, so this is just going to prove that patents are real. They are legally, they have to be legally respected, or you will get fined. Seriously. To opt out of this information, click there. There we go. Don't want any of that. Oh, seriously? Come on. You're not going to let us read this. It's infringement. Oh, come on. Seriously? Reject all. Thank you. Close that. Oh, hey, finally, right. So Reuters news agency, a federal jury in Texas said Apple Incorporated must pay about $308.5 million to Personalized Media Communications, PMC, for infringing a patent associated with digital rights management. Okay. The jurors late Friday directed Apple to pay a running royalty to PMC, which is generally based on the amount of sales of a product or service. PMC, a licensed firm, had originally sued Apple in 2015, alleging the tech giant's iTunes service infringed 7 of its patents. Apple successfully challenged PMC's case at the US Patent Office, but an appeals court in March last year reversed that decision, paving the way for the trial. The iPhone maker did not immediately respond to Reuters' request for comment, but told Bloomberg that it was disappointed with the ruling and would appeal. Cases like this, brought by companies that don't make or sell any products, stifle innovation and ultimately harm consumers, Apple was quoted as saying by Bloomberg here. Again, just because it suits them. The difference between patents on blockchain is that you need the patents to be on a public blockchain so that all the world can use it. What you don't want is them on private blockchains, such as just any of these other shitcoins, which are centrally controlled. So like the Patent Alliance Group. Yeah, that's another sleight of hand. They're like, so we want these patents on our private blockchains. And they shouldn't be on one. Well, they don't understand the point of one being a distributed ledger that everybody can use, that's completely neutral, because that's where it gets its value from. So that's the difference. Sugarland, Texas-based PMC has infringement cases pending against companies including Netflix Incorporated, Alphabet, including Google, and Amazon.com Incorporated. The case is Personalized Media versus Apple Inc. All right, there we go. So one more article just to go over here today, because I thought this was quite interesting. On Crypto Slate, it was about These German banks getting involved. There we go. Check this one out. Deutsche Bank reports Corecoin is too big to ignore. Not too big to fail, though, is it? The German multinational investment bank stated that crypto assets are now too valuable to ignore. Again, they don't understand that it's the biggest bubble in history, because the 10 years between the 3rd of January 2009 and the 1st of January 2020, which is when the keys to the Tulip Trust were returned to CSW, was the period of neutral growth, decentralization, and speculation, which allowed this thing to grow into this massive bubble. Being hijacked and politically maneuvered and all this kind of stuff. People just don't get it. They don't understand. It's really dangerous. But thank goodness CSW isn't going to tank it like he planned to, because it would just be catastrophic. If the law does it, the law comes into place. Says, right, that's a load of shit. That's a different story. But you don't really want that energy focused on one individual, especially not the creator of Bitcoin. So now that the crypto market is worth over $1.8 trillion, Deutsche Bank states that Corecoin is too big to ignore, according to a report. So that's the crypto market. And again, they're just saying, oh, will number go up? It's too big to fail. People have taught us that all Ponzi schemes come to an end. It's inevitable. All Ponzi schemes fail. So, because they have no use. It doesn't do anything. So let's just have a look at the CoinCrap chart. Yeah, market cap, 1.8 trillion. And of that, 1.1 is Corecoin. Oh dear. The report outlines the challenges of Corecoin becoming a medium of exchange. Yeah, never going to happen. Or an asset class. It should be both, but it's just Corecoin won't be. It notes that the inherent volatility of the crypto market will continue to rise and fall depending on investor sentiment. Really? Like I didn't know that already. Corecoin is here to stay. Oh, listen to that. The bank stated that crypto assets are now too big to ignore. The inflow of traders and institutional demand is growing every day, and banks and governments are aware of that. Dear. The central banks and governments understand that cryptocurrencies are here to stay, so that they are expected to start regulating crypto assets late this year or early next year. And imagine when they start digging what they're going to find. They're going to find their absolute pieces of dog shit. Literally, when they actually start looking at it and thinking about it, and when they get to the bottom of this rabbit hole, they'll be like, oh my god. Likewise, banks are speeding up their research into central bank digital currencies. With the hyperinflation of fiat currency, more banks are considering adopting crypto. It's the banks themselves that inflate fiat currency. They create money from nothing. Again, I get the feeling this is like a biased report or somebody who's relatively ignorant on what Bitcoin really is. The report states that at least 80% of the world's 66 central banks are exploring crypto assets. Moreover, 20% of them are likely to issue digital currencies in the next 6 years. Massive fail. The many challenges for Corecoin. The report also outlines that Corecoin's inherent volatility will remain, but integrating blockchain technology is another challenge. Corecoin's throughput transactions per second make it difficult for companies to adopt the Corecoin blockchain as a medium of exchange because it's a piece of shit. The integration of blockchain is a worthwhile concept for many companies interested in cryptocurrencies, and data shows the perks of adopting Corecoin's blockchain. They're going to have to actually move onto Bitcoin's blockchain. However, one issue is scalability. Again, Bitcoin sorts all this out, which makes transaction throughput impractical. Corecoin can only process 3 to 6 transactions per second, while Visa makes over 3,000. Yeah, and Bitcoin, what's Bitcoin already done? Let's have a quick look. Scaling test network and all that. Here we go. Scaling test network. Total, we've got a maximum, biggest block, highest transactions per second. Look at this, highest transactions per second, 3,987 on the main net. Check it out. So smashes that. Visa makes over 3,000. Well, we're nearly at 4 already on the main net. Let me just check out scaling test network. One was at 14,000, something like that. Look at that, 14,775 transactions per second on the scaling test network. It absolutely dwarfs Visa, makes them look shit. While Coolcoin as a medium of exchange remains a challenge, it has become a valuable financial instrument despite its volatility. Yeah, a valuable financial instrument. Yeah, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's like everybody thought that Bernie Madoff was the best thing since sliced bread until his Ponzi scheme came down. Same with Alan Stanford. Stanford International Bank, another Ponzi scheme. Charles Ponzi and all, everybody thought he was great until that was uncovered. Despite its volatility, 70% of all transactions are accounted for investments, and the rest for payment of goods and services. 70% of all account for investments. That means just money going in and not being used, money piling into the Ponzi scheme. Oh my goodness. According to the bank, the number of predictions against Coolcoin decreased in 2020. Yeah, because people just can't believe the size of it. But like I said, they're skating on thin ice, literally skating on thin ice. Like 2% of the less than that, 0.2% of the 24-hour trade volume is accounts to make the market cap what it is. There's no value there. So every year people declare Coolcoin, and Tesla is dead or dying since 2010. Coolcoin has been declared dead about 400 times. The number of such proclamations peaked in 2017, but the trend has been decreasing. 2020 saw the fewest Coolcoin obituary predictions in 8 years. Well, again, people just don't understand. Well, I mean, it would have been gone, but I mean, it's just going to take a little bit longer. But there's no value there. The bank expects that Coolcoin's value continue to rise as institutional investors like MicroStrategy, and that's the only one, and corporations explore ways to embrace crypto assets. Oh dear, massive fail. The latest publicly traded company that has purchased significant amounts of BTC is Mewtwo, which recently added $90 million in net purchases. The firm bought 386 Coolcoins, that's $21.6 million approximately, and 16,000 Ethereum. Oh my god. Oh, shit coiners, shit for brains, unbelievable. Alright, shout out to people in the chat box and see Arcade Rob. So he said, hi, eventually not even 100 of the cryptos will survive of all the 10k plus versions. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's all coming to Bitcoin. It is all coming to Bitcoin. Right, I hope you enjoyed that bit. Catch you guys later, live at 5. See you then. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.